Alright guys, listen up. Someone remind me, what did we do last class period? Sal.
We're doing the last class period. We were learning about Louisiana Territory, like how it was purchased and even the war that causes, like the Texans,
Nice.
the Tejonos. Okay.
Thank you, Daniel. So we have Louisiana Territory, Florida Territory. We did not do Oregon, right?
No.
But we did Texas, and today we're going to do the Mexican-American War as the slideshow so beautifully said. Yeah, Florida too we did. So, throughout the slideshow, listen up, Delilah. Listen up, throughout the slideshow, it's going to tell you where we're looking in the book. So, in this case, 288 in the textbook is the start of this chapter. So, if you'll notice, 15.6 is that top heading on page 288. So, that's for you. And we're off here.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Here, where it's like this. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. So, outline of the chapter. This is what it is. I guess I'll give you a little background here. Instead of, we went through the other chapters by just reading it. So what I did is I took notes for you and made this into an easily read presentation. Yes, Victoria.
That was the Louisiana Purchase right there?
Well, let me explain. So, that's a good segue.
That's a big thing. I thought it was small.
What is that?
Alright, listen up.
Go.
Background info. Who's Polk? Remember we watched that video on Polk?
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
About the Alamo?
There's the song.
We don't want to start watching it.
Oh, okay. So we'll have to do that after this. But so Polk is the president of the United States at this time, and actually, you know what? Let's watch that video. It's a short video. And the other classes thought this was interesting because this video that I'm showing was like a popular song. It's really a weird song. But when I was, listen up, when I was your age, this song was like very popular. Yeah. I heard that. Alright, so here we go. What's your quiet? I can get this started. You gotta be quiet though, America. Come on. Here we go. So this song, let me give a little background. This band is called the Mighty Giants.
Oh, they're good. They're good.
Okay, I got some endorsement here. So they made this song about, they randomly chose James K. Polk, I guess they're history fans, and they made this song about him. It's perfect because it fits exactly what we're doing. So this is the president towards the end of our chapter. So here we go.
In 1844, the Democrats were split. The three nominees for the presidential candidate were Michael Van Buren, a former president and an abolitionist, James Buchanan, a moderate, Louis Cass, a general and expansionist. From then to came the dark horse riding up. Napoleon he goes.
Your agenda.
He leaves the whole Southwest from Mexico. Made sure that Harry fell, maybe which tells people Oregon on territory. He built an independent treasury. Having done all this, he saw no second time. Fascist you have horns of passing out.
So, from that video, what is this war also called? Yeah, Antonio. Polk's War, right? He was the president, as this slide tells us. So Polk, the man we just watched the video on, just added Texas and Oregon, so that just happened. And now he turns his attention to other territory that's kind of unclaimed, New Mexico and California. So, this is, yeah. Yeah, definitely, yeah. So the year is 1821. Sal, we're watching the slideshow, right?
Yeah.
1821, and California and New Mexico become Mexican property. They switch hands into Mexico's possession. However, Mexico doesn't do anything about it. They just take the land and they kind of poorly govern it. They don't really do anything about it. They just own it, and that's about it. It's thinly settled. What might that mean? Thinly settled, Alex. Smart guy.
Thinly settled means it wasn't settled at all, like.
Nice. Yes.
But I could have met a lot of people kind of.
Yeah, very low population. Yeah.
There's a show called Mexican Classified that used to be on Nickelodeon.
You can have anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
The school that it takes place in, it's named James K. Polk Middle School.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why. I mean, that's no coincidence. Yes, Victoria.
What's that little snake?
Oh, we'll get to that. That's a good call. That's like a cliffhanger. So we will get to that.
There's something on there.
Yeah. Alright. So let's go back. We have this is Mexican territory. It's 1821. Now let's move forward. In 1845, the USA formally declares Texas a part of their country, our country. And this angers Mexico. Who can read why this angers Mexico? Good point. Yeah.
Texas used to belong to Mexico. Mexicans feel as though American Texas.
Own Texas. I forgot to own. That's my fault.
Ordered to fight over Rio Grande.
Nice.
And I don't know.
This word is annexation. This is like ads.
Annexation of Texas and war with Mexico are
Identical. Same.
Henry Clay, opponent of Polk in presidential election of 1870.
Yes, so this angry face is representation of Mexico. They're upset. Yeah. So this is Polk, that man, the gentleman who just watched the movie on. This is his excuse for America entering into war against Mexico. So take it away.
Texas claims the Rio Grande as border. Mexico claims smaller rivers political borders. Mexico fires upon American troops on the Rio. Both this means war.
Okay, so, yeah, Victor?
Why did they want that little piece of land?
They just thought it was theirs. I can't tell you, I wasn't there, but that was just under dispute. So what happens, what happens is Americans have their troops stationed on the river, right? Because they think that's their land, so they're guarding the border. Mexicans, however, think that they're on Mexican land, so they then engage in a little bit of battle with these American troops. So it was a very small scuffle. It was only 16 people were even injured in the whole thing. However, Polk, who wanted to go to war, used this as an excuse to enter into war. So, hence the name, what war, Antonio? Polk's War.
This means war.
This means war. So we'll head on as well. First battle, the fall of New Mexico and California. Yeah.
For the other one, wasn't it Mexico? River? Because now isn't it part of Mexico instead of Texas?
Okay, so the question is, Sal, our question is, wasn't the Rio Grande Mexican's river? Is that your question? It's pretty much, it's the official border, so I'm pretty sure like one side is American, the other side of the river is,
So they
like
still
one
have
bank
it?
of the river is American, the other bank is Mexican. So,
Was there like a wall?
there's no real wall, but it's like a boundary, so it's a natural boundary.
Would you know if you were there?
So if people wanted to cross the border, but not actually cross it, they would just have to like swim through Rio Grande?
Yeah, but there's like patrol there.
Oh, never mind.
Not that easy. Other people thought that. Alright, so the first part of the war. So we go to war based on that little scuffle right around here. Then the first thing that we do is we send this guy, General Stephen Kearny, and what he does is he follows this little red trail, and he enters into this state, which is New Mexico. And he takes New Mexico without firing a shot. What does that mean?
Shooting
Someone else. Katie, what does that mean without firing a shot? Didn't shoot anyone. Didn't have to shoot anyone, yeah.
Just negotiated.
Well, that's good. I'm happy to ask, because he did not even have to negotiate. Yeah. Cool.
Or so they didn't engage in war.
Yeah, no war. So we said that there was no one in New Mexico, right? From earlier in the chapter, we said it was sparsely populated, right? There's like no one there. So all he did was show up, and there's no one there to really claim the land. So he pretty much stuck a flag in the ground and said, "This is America." I wish it was so that easy.
I knew it was not easy because in the book I read that he went into war with this woman and her troops.
Yeah, Ashley's right. That's very good. So the next part, so we got New Mexico, now we gain California name, right? So the next part is this explorer, and that, pay attention to that explorer label. He's just an explorer. John C. Fremont is just an explorer. He's a very patriotic explorer, but he goes into Canada with his friends, his rebellious explorer friends, and they take on the Mexican general. So they come, this is his path, they come through Nevada, and they head up here, and they take on, this is Nevada, they take on Mexican general in California. Yeah, what?
I think, didn't you say Canada in the beginning?
If I did, then I misspoke, so sorry.
I was in Canada.
I was like, why are the in Canada? Just to be there.
So again, what does it say about the Mexican army? Yeah, so yeah.
It's Africa.
Well, it shows that there were many people there.
Yeah, really weak, not too many people, they didn't really care about the land. So, after taking, so we have New Mexico, we have Canada, and we're now going into the heart of the enemy into Mexico. So we head south. And we read about these 3 battles. If we didn't, here's what they are. Who wants to read about the battles for us? New volunteer. Martha, you're here. Ashley.
One of the battles was the Battle of Buena Vista. And Zachary Taylor, U.S. versus Santa Ana, the girl.
No, it's just last name. He's the Mexican general, right? So where do we recognize that Santa Ana name from? From where? So it's the book. Where specifically in the book?
Santa Ana, well, isn't it a city or a place in California? Santa Ana?
It is, but that's not what we're talking about. Yeah, Delilah.
So who was the good one?
Okay, good question. So Zachary Taylor is our general we send in there to fight, and Santa Ana is the answer I was looking for. He was the bad guy at the Alamo. He was that guy who led the 6,000 troops against